What's going on, everybody? We are back. We talking
No,
about
no.
they're having a trouble with well, we both having trouble with the ladies today, but he also having
Sure.
trouble with this list that we talking about. Uh, the top eight, or I don't know if it's technically top eight, but eight technical wrestlers who apparently have never had a 5-star match. Before we get into this, I had an issue with this just before I even looked at the list because
Just make
I,
the list.
I guess this is according to Dave Meltzer, who is very respected in the industry. But I feel like either way, like a wrestling match is subjective. Like we might watch the same match. I might think it was an amazing 5-star match. You might just think it was okay and give it like 3 stars. So that's my only thing is like, okay, they somebody on this list I may have thought had a 5-star match, but I guess we're going by his rating. What website was this again? On
Sportskeeda.
Yeah, that one, Sportskeeda. Yeah. Um,
Sound like Carmella.
let's get into this blasphemy and this shenanigans.
Shameful. Shameful is what it is. For shame.
For shame, for shame.
Dave.
No, number 8 is Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig. How this man? How he's perfect? He's Mr. Perfect. How he not? He I get it because he had 6-star match. I get it. He had the 6-star matches. Okay, I get it. Okay, DJ with the Mr. Perfect ain't never.
I also very much disagree. Firmly, as they say. I mean, Mr. Perfect was one of probably the best technical wrestlers in like the history of ever. Like, if we're gonna be honest, like he just was. Like, I mean, everybody who you asked that got a chance to watch him in his prime would say that. Um, I love Mr. Perfect. I like his character. I always liked Mr. Perfect. I think he was a little bit before my time, but every time I go back and watch him, I'm always excited to go watch him. I would feel like he's had at least one 5-star match just because he is so good and he is so technical and he is so, pardon the pun, perfect. You know, it does surprise me though. It does surprise me. I'm not gonna lie. It does surprise me that Mr. Perfect hasn't had any 5-star matches, notably, I guess.
Well, I was reading through some of these, and like some of them have had like 4.97 matches, and I'm like, bruh, really?
Around that. Around it.
You gonna do that to that man? Like, bruh. Number 7, DJ. This got DJ in the field.
No.
It hurt him.
No.
Randall Keith Orton. First of all, I don't know if I consider Randy. There's 2 guys on this list that I don't know if I consider them. If I consider them technical wrestlers, I consider him more of a kind of a brawler, and I don't know. I have trouble considering him a technical wrestler, and this is specifically technical wrestlers who have never had a 5-star match. So I guess maybe if you're just considering his technical matches, maybe, but it's hard to believe that he hasn't had a 5-star match. DJ?
Yeah, I firmly agree. Wrong, Dave. You need to go back and look at all his matches and rate them at least 5 stars. But I also feel like he's not very much a technical wrestler per se. But and watch out for the smart. He's gonna be like, wrestling's always technical. Shut up. but I feel like at least, like, I know we've seen it 8 million times, but at least one of his matches with John Cena has to be a 5-star match. There's got to be at least one. I know we hate him. Well, I don't hate him. I know you hate him, not nearly as much as you used to, but I know you hate him. So like, and then I feel like with Triple H also, and maybe someone we get to potentially, possibly. anyway. I feel like, I mean, obviously, he's had some great matches with Triple H as well. So like some of the best feuds, too. So that kind of surprises me that his any of his matches with Triple H didn't make the 5-star list.
Yeah, that's true. That's a true statement. Number 6 is one of the greatest technical wrestlers of all time. Period. Hands down. If you disagree, you're wrong. Dean Malenko. How is this man not? Bruh.
No. No.
DJ.
No. I mean, I don't see how he couldn't, considering how good the cruiserweight division was when it was in WCW. Like, setting the bar as high as you possibly could set at the time. And a guy who was just different in that whole division, going up against like talents like Benoit and Jericho and Eddie Guerrero especially. And I think it's definitely like Jericho with the whole like definitely that like I mean, I know that's more of a storyline type thing, but still, like, you gotta think those matches were probably worthy of being 5 stars, especially in the cruiserweight division, which was probably at its peak at that time. I think we could fairly say that the cruiserweight division was at its peak at that time. Well, now we got the king now.
The cruiserweights. Who didn't actually come out, Well, no, he did. He did come out. He did come out on the Raw. Yeah, he did. I was in his presence. I was in the presence of the king of the cruiserweights. But I feel like with all the guys that you mentioned, the Eddie Guerreros, the Chris Jerichos, all those guys, I do feel like even Chris Benoit to an extent, I feel like Dean Malenko was kind of overlooked to an extent too. So that may have played a part in him not, getting the 5-star or whatever. But still, he was one of the best. And now moving on to one of the best all around. I don't know if you know about this man, but he won an Olympic gold medal with a broken freaking. That right there was a 5-star match. He won it with a broken freaking neck. Kurt Angle. I disagree.
I'm pretty good. Oh, sorry, I thought.
No, he's terrible. He did work. Nah, he's not that bad. No, he's a cool guy. I met him at WrestleCon. He's a cool guy. Not Kurt Angle. No, but the EC3, the Ethan, the Carter, and the third. But talking about Kurt Angle, how did they not see the moonsault off of the cage that man did? Did they not see that though? I mean, it's almost as good as Brock Lesnar shooting star press. DJ Kurt Angle.
I don't understand it either. One of the greatest to do it, period. Kurt Angle. I mean, and which we know, LOL TNA for Dave Meltzer especially. But if nothing else, his matches with Samoa Joe, at least one of them, I think that very first one, where like it was like the Streak versus like, Kurt Angle's the relative newcomer. Like that match was amazing. Clearly worthy of 5 stars, but it was in TNA, and Dave Meltzer hates TNA because he's a typical wrestling fan. Screw him. But yeah, I feel like that's like, it's weird that Kurt Angle hasn't had any, even in WWE, because he's had some great matches in WWE too. Like, well, one of the greatest of all time at the near fall. Like he keeps his shoulder down forever, and like that also goes into making a match as good as it is. So like I mean that really, like, I was really shocked to see Kurt Angle on this list.
Yeah. Then we got another one that I wouldn't necessarily consider him a technical wrestler. I mean, yeah, he done MMA, but like just because you did MMA doesn't mean you're a technical wrestler. You could just be a brawler, which this man is. Brock Lesnar. I mean, I don't know. He does.
He was a little more technical at first.
What's that?
He was a little more technical at first.
Yeah, and I mean he does some submission, but he that's not technical though. That's just throw people.
It's the technicalities behind the throwing, you know.
Oh, okay. With the, oh yeah, you gotta get the grip right, and you got get the with the math and the and the geography, with the make sure you get the arc right, make sure you throw right.
Did you say geography? Did you say geography?
You got thing with the angles and
that's geometry, fool. Geography is my least specialty. I'm assuming geometry is not.
That's what I said. I said the geometry. you just heard XG. You heard the geography, and it was geometry. That's your mistake. That's your mistake. You don't heard it wrong. I said the geometry. But also it is the geography too, because you got it. Are you in a high elevation? You got it with the elevation.
Plus, correct city. It's in a different city. So I got you. I see.
Yeah. I wasn't wrong. I wasn't wrong. What you be thinking about Brock Lesnar on this list? Though?
I'm not necessarily surprised that Brock Lesnar's on this list. Just because, not that I don't think Brock Lesnar is good or I don't think Brock Lesnar is capable of putting on a 5-star match, but the only one I can really say that was probably his best was against Kurt Angle, who was also on this list. Weird. But, and I think maybe it was the botched shooting star press that, put it down a peg or something. But the man finished the doggone match. Stop it. Anyway, and won the doggone thing on top of it. Duh. But, I don't know. I feel like maybe not now, just because of the way he wrestles now. But I think in his younger days, probably just because he was just so different back then.
Yeah. He he wore the trunks. He did. He did. Yeah, he did. He was younger. He was younger at that time. He was a full timer. At that time. He ain't doing the part-time stuff, where I get you. I get it. Number 3 is I don't know if we can say this name. I don't know if Vince, if you're listening, plug your ears, earmuffs, as they say to the little kids. Or if you're sensitive, earmuffs, Chris Benoit. How in the world, unless you're gonna kind of omit everything that he's ever done because blah blah blah,
well, you can't really blah 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 that though.
Well, I know, but you can't just ignore everything that he did before that. I don't. This one's so hard because people do.
But Casey, if you a sex offender, they ain't gonna be like, but before that, he won't though. Before that, he won't. So, give him his job. That ain't how it works. So it kind of goes hand in hand.
But he not trying to get a job right now. He not.
It is impossible physically.
Yeah. So you're just talking about what he did before that. Because the sex offender before that, I'm sure, I don't know him. He did, he did bad things after that. But before that, when he was a kid, I'm sure when he was a kid, he was on his little league team, and he played the little league.
Anyway, I'm a guy. This man struggling. Yeah, I'm also surprised that Chris Benoit's on this list. Simply because he was just one of the best technical wrestlers. He just was, in his peak at his time. You know, when he was doing this thing, when he was doing what he was doing, no matter who he was doing it with, he was doing it well. So I'm really surprised. Like, not in I maybe not in WCW, but you know, I could definitely. I mean, because not that he wasn't good in WCW, but I feel like sometimes they rank this by like when you reached your highest heights. Okay, now now we got 5 stars. The stars you can get now, Christopher, something like it's weird. They weird like that. It's Dave, But anyway, I don't know. Like I feel like it might be. A lot of it might be what happened, during the last moments of his life than what happened in the ring. Like that does still weigh a factor. And Dave Meltzer being the extreme WWE guy that he is, and who likes to, he likes to make sure that he's like in the good graces. I'm not necessarily surprised about this one. I showered.
No, he also liked the Indies though. Where you going? Where you at though? Wait.
My computer going dead. Gotta go get the charger.
Okay. Yeah. He gonna get his.
So go ahead and play the ad. Play the ad, and then I'll be right back.
I would like to apologize for anyone who was offended by the words that I be saying. We just trying to lighten up the world. We just trying to make everybody smile. Ha, jokey. Let's not take the world seriously. Cause let's face it, we all gonna die. When Trump hit that button for that nuclear bomb that go boom, and we all gonna go. So just have fun now. Just have fun now. But yeah, this episode was brought to you by fidget spinners. They fun. They if you fidget and you be spinning, and they make for metaphors. They work real good with the metaphors. Like DJ was saying before, like I'm the black one and Amy she the yellow one. So I need to stop as the black one. Let her go a little bit. Cause I be going as the black one right there, and it like that. And but like I need to stop. And so they good for that. Also brought to you by the iPhone. And it's also brought to you by spectacles. For when you ain't seeing and you need to be seeing, so you put on the spectacles. Yeah. That back to your
and that, ladies and gentlemen, is why we don't let Casey create ads.
I think it was a real good ad. I sold fidget spinners, I sold iPhones, and I sold spectacles. So I think I did pretty good. I think I did pretty good. Number 2, DJ. This is his favorite wrestler of all time. He loves him. He do. I don't really consider him a technical wrestler at all. He the cerebral assassin, but Triple H. Again, how this man not at a. Maybe, I guess, I don't know. I think he oftentimes gets overshadowed by like Shawn Michaels. So that I don't know. DJ, your favorite wrestler of all time?
As much as I hate Triple H, I don't understand why he's on this list either. Because I can, I can respectfully say that Triple H has had some amazing matches over the course of his career. And I even actually stick up for Triple H when people try to say he was he's the reason I left wrestling. He was just the most generic wrestler ever. Exactly. I even defend him on that because I'm like, he was a really good heel when he was at his peak doing his heel stuff. Reasons why I still hate him today. He was a really good heel, and like he put on some amazing matches. I mean, trying to think of some of his biggest rivals. Like, I mean, he was up there with The Rock and Stone Cold, obviously. But I think I'm trying to think of who is Triple H's big. Mankind. Obviously, his match was Mick Foley. I think more than anything, are the ones that come to mind for me. And I'm surprised like none of those. Now I don't know if they're putting like hardcore or no DQ or whatever matches in there or not, because it's Dave Meltzer and he doing stuff. So I mean, he the one that's in control of it. So I don't know if that's technicalities, but no, I would. I'm shocked. And he was the king of the draping my arm over pin, which I still love and miss to this day. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, why nobody do that no more? I don't understand. Like these days, you gotta crawl all the way over on the pin. You gotta like get the leg. You gotta do everything. You can't just, bruh. But you can, you can get the rope break with a finger. So that's
twice.
Number one on this. I think this is a joke. I think that they posted this on April 1st for April Fools. I think this one a joke. Because this cannot be true. This can't. No. I don't believe it. Daniel Bryan. Nope. Disagree. That nope. Nope. Absolutely not. Nope. DJ.
Yeah, I definitely agree. With your point, no, absolutely not. Just because, like, I mean, Daniel Bryan, like, I mean, he's Daniel Bryan. Like, I mean, if you've seen a Daniel Bryan match, you understand what I mean by he's Daniel Bryan. Like, he's too good. And some of the matches that I haven't even seen yet, and I feel ashamed to say this, some of his best matches were in Ring of Honor that I haven't even seen yet. I haven't even seen highlights of. Well, I've seen highlights of that they showed here and there, but like some of the matches, like some of those matches that I really want to see, like I don't feel like you can put Daniel Bryan on the like. No, I mean, he's had to have at least one. Like, as good as he is, he's had to have at least one. Like, there's no way, not any way ever, that I mean, he had matches with Nigel McGuinness, bruh. Like, I mean, just put that in your mind right now. Like put the focus on it. Like, think about it. He had a match with Kenta, Hideo Itami, Kenta, bruh. How? And this was just in Ring of Honor.
I know he had matches with El Generico.
What?
He had matches with El Generico.
True. Like, bruh. Did he have a match with Sting?
Probably.
I mean, bruh. I mean, that's enough. That's enough there. Like,
I mean,
like, I'm just saying that's enough there.
He married to a Bella. I'm sure they have 5-star matches every night. I'm just saying.
Has she had a baby yet, by the way?
I
think so.
I think so. I know Sarah Lee finally had her baby.
What?
By the way, congratulations, you had the baby. You know, you got that baby. Where your husband push at though? Or boyfriend? I don't know if they married yet. I don't know if she married Blake.
Who?
Wesley Blake.
Oh. Yeah.
That her baby.
Really? Man, that's quick.
Yeah. But like, where his push at though? Where it go though?
Same place hers is. Yeah. And yeah, Danny Bryan and Bree did have a baby.
Okay, congratulations on the baby, and congratulations, little Daniel or little Bree or whatever you name on being born, and yeah. So yeah, that yeah. And then the Hardy baby is coming. Maxwell little brother or sister, he coming. So look out for that. But yeah, this was our reaction to the top 8 wrestlers who have never, ever, ever had a 5-star match.
Again.
Again.
Oh.
According to Dave Meltzer.
Or ever.
Or ever, or, you know, yeah. Ever. I don't know. But we'll be back a little bit later for the 205 Live review. Rizu? I almost said Rizu. I don't know what that is. I don't know what a Rizu is. I think it's like an Italian thing. A Rizu. I think it's like an Italian thing. You know, like maybe like a pasta. I think it's like a pasta thing. You know. But we're gonna see you then. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Share the video. Let us know what you think. What you think about the list, and we will see you later on the later Ada Gator Potato Mater.